X1 shattered 7 records straight out of the gate. Their music video for Flash sprinted to 100 million YouTube views at a record pace. They even made it to the top of the Melon charts with their debut track. But with such a meteoric rise, what dark force led to their fall? How did they go from having 5-year contract to being disbanded after 5 months? If you watch this video till the end, you will know the disturbing reason behind that, and we will tell you what happened to X1 members after this tragic breakup. And we promise that you won't believe it, as we reveal the dark truth about what happened to X1 after they disbanded. Why did X1 disband? Born from Mnet's reality show Produce X 101 in July 2019, X1 officially debuted in August 2019. The lineup names were Kim Johan, Kim Woo-seok, and Han Sun-woo, represented by heavyweight agencies like Starship Entertainment and MBK Entertainment. These agencies are the backbone of K-pop's global success. Anyways, each of the 11 members were handpicked through a series of competitions, and they were ready to take the music world by storm. But as soon as the disbandment was announced, whispers started circling. Time 24 claimed the shocking truth that the lineup of X1 was already set even before the reality show started. Dispatch reported that on January 6, representatives met at the CJ Center in Seoul. The future of X1 was on the agenda. Imagine a room filled with power players in the K-pop industry. Cho Yo-myung, the CEO of Swing Entertainment, sat with the executives from 9 different agencies. Names like Play M Entertainment, I.O.I Entertainment, and Top Media were all in the room. Should X1 continue or should they disband? An hour was spent deliberating the single question. The agencies then held an anonymous vote under the condition that the band would only stay together if there were a unanimous agreement. 4 agencies voted O in favor of keeping the band, 4 voted X, signaling the disbandment, and the 9th agency, an ambiguous O, that eventually got thrown out. 10 minutes, that's all it took to destroy the dreams of X1 members. Most agencies wanted to make the decision public immediately, leaving no room for leaks. CJ executives, who had excused themselves during the vote, returned to receive the judgment. Cho Yo-myung suggested letting the X1 members have a say, but this idea met strong resistance from the other agencies, which claimed that they had already consulted their young stars. So, half an hour before the world would learn the shocking news, the members of X1 were informed of their own disbandment. Cho Young-myung suggested, could they at least release one last song, or perhaps a farewell video? But even this created a conflict among the agencies, and then the official statement dropped, stating, "We have decided on their disbandment," announced a joint press release from all agencies involved. CJ worked for X1 to resume activities, but we respect the decision, they added. As quickly as they had risen on January 6, 2020, X1 had fallen. According to Time 24, the X1's agencies released a statement saying, "Hello, this is Play M Entertainment, I.O.I Entertainment, Top Media, I.O.I Entertainment, MBK Entertainment, Woolim Entertainment, DSP Media, Starship Entertainment, and Brand New Music. The X1 members and each of the agencies negotiated under the condition of unanimous agreement, but we could not come to an agreement, so we have decided on their disbandment." The protest outside the CJ. On January 22, 2020, weeks after the disbandment, over 800 X1 fans protested in front of CJ voicing out, "We condemn CJ for dodging their responsibilities regarding X1. CJ is continuing their K-pop business activities when they have not paid for the damages they caused X1. The victims of their own manipulative controversies, we cannot stand by and allow CJ to call themselves a leader in K-pop and Hallyu when they fail to take responsibility for X1's disbandment." One fan claimed that the decision to disband X1 was the right thing to do for CJ but is it fair to harm these young boys' lives and futures? The main issue here involves CJ and Mnet. As one lawyer pointed out, CJ and Mnet should take responsibility since they gained the most from the reality TV shows. But did they face the consequences? Fans pointed out no. X1 disbanded and some said that's justice served. Meanwhile, CJ and Mnet remain untouched. They said sorry and claimed they wouldn't continue with such shows. However, Mnet is now running many, and CJ is partnering with Big Hit for one. This isn't fair. The core problem still exists, and CJ Mnet repeats the same errors. Sadly, few care about this. The truth is that X1 achieved great things, making some uneasy. Disbanding them satisfied those people. Oddly, some enjoy seeing careers crumble and idols stumble. They care more about ruining an innocent person's career than making companies responsible for the mistreatment and disorder they cause. And then fans pointed out that X1 always deserved better. But after all this chaos, do you ever wonder what happened to every member of X1 after their abrupt disbandment? Were their lives ruined? Well, let's talk about their careers now, one by one. So keep watching. Songwoo. After the X1 disbandment, Songwoo's story takes an intriguing turn. He came back to Victon and is part of not one, not two, but 3 releases with the group. And in August 2020, he launched his solo career with the extended play aptly titled Fame. But Songwoo isn't just a musical virtuoso, he's an entertainer too. You can see him in disguise on the hit show King of Masked Singer, hosting the radio show Blanket Kick, and even stepping into acting realm as Lee Shi-woo in the web series Love #. And to top it all up, his latest release Fade coincided with the very day he reported for his mandatory military service in June 2021. Cho Seong-yeon. Before the fame of Produce X 101, Cho Seong-yeon was already a force to reckon with. Known as a main rapper and sub-vocalist for the South Korean Chinese boy band Unique, he wasn't content to rest on his laurels. Under the stage name Louis-Z, he even battled it out on the rap competition show Show Me the Money. And then, after the X1 disbandment, as if responding to a new calling, he reinvented himself again, but this time as Woods. In this new identity, he's not just a performer, but also a singer, songwriter, and producer. His solo discography is nothing short of impressive, featuring albums like Equal, Whoops, and Set. Both albums achieving a whopping 100,000 sales each and ranked in the top 5 of the Gaon music chart. Kim Woo-seok. Woo-seok and his then comrade in arms, Jinhyuk, burst onto the K-pop scene in 2015 with their group Up Tension. And even though he's moved away from the group activities, Woo-seok is still technically a member of Up Tension. Fast forward to May 2020, 4 months after the X1 disbandment, Woo-seok releases his debut solo album, First Desire, Greed, as if to say, I'm not done, I've only just begun. He didn't stop there. In February 2021, he dropped Second Desire, Tasty, followed by much anticipated Third Desire, Reef, in March 2022. Moving on to his ventures on the music stage, Woo-seok has been slowly but surely entering the world of acting. From web dramas to landing a major role in the TV drama Bulgasol, Immortal Souls, he's proving that his talents know no bounds. Kim Johan. Johan is one of the most affected members after the X1 disbandment because, as one of the fans put it pains me to see that Johan won the show and he gave up his dream of martial arts, declined a scholarship to one of the most prestigious schools in the country to be a PDX 101, where he won. And to see this now, how he got screwed over, all of them did. It's really sad. But now Johan has been setting the stage ablaze as a host of SBS MTV's The Show, alongside Weekly's Jihan and Ati's Yoon Sang since March 2021. He's been a face of variety shows like Chick High Kick and The People of Trot. And if you don't know, Johan is captivating audiences on the small screen, starring in dramas like School 2021 and A Love So Beautiful, both of which are taking the streaming world by a storm. Lee Hang-yul and Nam Do-yeon. In a twist of fate after the disbandment, Hang-yul and Do-yeon, both hailing from the same talent agency, found themselves united in a common mission. In April 2020, they made their first mark as a duo. H&D launched their debut EP Soulmate. But merely 7 months later, they re-emerged as a part of a 9-member sensation, Bay 173, and most recently, the group hit another milestone. They unleashed their 4th EP, Odyssey Dash, led by the electrifying title track, Dash. Cha Junho. Junho re-entered the K-pop limelight in the same month as Johan's group debut, but this time as part of the 7-member sensation Drippin', and every member, save for Alex, earned their stripes on the Produce X 101 battleground. Fans couldn't ask for a better reunion. Junho and his fellow Woo Lim trainees are back together, not just reuniting but debuting as a united front. In October 2020, 9 months after X1's disbandment, Drippin' launched their debut EP Voyager, a showcase of their collective talent. Son Dong-pyo. In March 2021, Dong-pyo lit up the K-pop universe when he debuted with Minhee, joined by a fellow survival show warrior Lee Jinhyuk. Upon their debut, Minhee's music video skyrocketed past 10 million views, and the EP sales were a staggering 26,000 copies flew off the shelves within the first week alone. It's no wonder they've been crowned the 2021 Super Rookies. Kang Minhee and Song Hyunjun. In April 2020, just like how fast the X1 disbandment was, Minhee and Hyunjun made a lightning-fast re-entry into the K-pop stratosphere with Gravity. This 9-member ensemble also featured Produce X 101 competitors Junmo and Wonjin. They broke onto the Billboard Social 50 chart at an electrifying 12th position, becoming the 5th fastest South Korean group to do so. In fact, they were the only rookie artists from South Korea to grace the chart in 2020. Also, they rocked the stage at KCON LA 2022 and embarked on the KCON 2022 US tour, captivating fans in 6 American cities. Upon their triumphant return to Korea, they unleashed their 4th mini-album, New Wave, and clinched not just their first, but their 2nd music show win. Lee Yoon Sang. In August 2020, Yoon Sang dazzled fans with his solo debut, a single album titled Beautiful Scar. He collaborated with label mate and senior AB6's Park Woo-jin, a fellow veteran of 101 fame, but he didn't settle into his solo music. He served the biggest X1 reunion teaser by joining forces with Kim Woo-seok for the hauntingly beautiful single Memories in October. Almost a year later, he dropped his 2nd single album, Beautiful Sunshine. Yet in April 2022, Yoon Sang made his grand re-entry into the group life, debuting with I.O.I, thus becoming the last X1 member to re-debut in a group. X1 fans cried for what could have been photo. 3.5 years have passed since their painful disbandment. Despite the years, the embers of fandom still burn brightly, fans refusing to forget the unfortunate split caused by a scandal that the members themselves were innocent of. In fact, fans widely believe that X1 could have been the supernova of the fourth-generation boy group. While some members tried to find fame in other K-pop groups, none of these ventures have achieved the success that X1 promised. So it's no surprise that the fans are clinging into bitterness, seeing the untapped potential of these talented idols. And just this week, the bitterness came to fire after the internet was set ablaze with a recently surfaced photo of X1. During a never-aired episode of the now-defunct show, Section TV, the snapshot captures all 11 former members, their faces radiant with the happiness. But that is a sad glimpse of what could have been. The photo has fueled an emotional chaos online. Fans are pouring out their hearts from Seoul to San Francisco, sharing their reactions and unfulfilled dreams. See, X1 may be a chapter closed, but it's a book far from forgotten. Fans are clinging to every bit of new content, holding on to possibility that one day the stars will align and a reunion will grace the world stage. And one fan said in the comment that every time I read X1, seriously, I want to cry, man. But this kind of story isn't new, nor the worst in the K-pop industry, because the most disgraceful so far is the disbandment that happened to 2NE1. And you won't believe what their agency did to them that caused depression in each member to the point that someone wants to end her own life. So if you want to uncover the dark truth behind 2NE1 disbandment, click this video right here and see you on the darker side.